This is 9 News with Michael Genovese.
Good evening. Communities across Victoria are being swallowed up by floodwater tonight as the weather emergency gripping the state intensifies. Madeline Slattery is tracking developments for us. Maddie, several evacuation orders are now in place.
Well, that's right. 3 communities in Victoria have been told that they have to leave their homes before 10 o'clock tonight. They include Seymour, Carisbrook, and Rochester. Seymour is the one that got the alert just a few hours ago. That regional Victorian town has received 122 millimetres of rain with this system. Around 190 homes look set to be affected there, so lots and lots of floodwater in that area. It's set to be the worst flooding they've seen since 1974. And then Rochester, that's another town that had to evacuate earlier today. Loads of sandbagging going on there with some very, very dire scenes. It's set to be their worst flooding in around 11 years. All up, around 450 homes in Rochester and the surrounding areas are set to be affected. And the worst thing is that the worst is yet to come, because we are being told that Rochester is set to reach its peak flooding around 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, of course, if people haven't left now, the fear is that it could be too late. And when people do leave it too late, you certainly see how they can get caught out in those floodwaters. We know that emergency evacuations took place in floodwaters 26 times today. People had to be pulled from floodwaters. And we saw one of those incidents unfold in Gisborne, where a minivan got stuck in floodwaters. And you can see just how much floodwater is around Victoria at the moment. Strathbogie received 186 millimetres since this system has been passing over. So some very intense rainfall. We know that it's affecting train lines as well. V-line services have been suspended for areas around Seymour, Swan Hill, Echuca and Shepparton, and around 25,000 homes in Victoria are currently without power. As for the city, well, we're a bit closer to the city here. We are in the southeast, and this here is a canal in Elwood. It's broken its banks today, and this water has been rising throughout the day as the rain has hit closer to Melbourne, and we can see floodwater all over the road here now with a road closure in place. Of course, far too dangerous to try and drive through this water here. Lots and lots of watch and acts and flood warnings in place right across Melbourne and Victoria tonight as this system moves out through to the east. Michael?
Madeline Slattery, thanks for the update. A new law introduced into New South